So as most of you know, we did get the reveal for a couple of the up-and-coming units for the Dragon Ball Heroes collaboration campaign, but one thing that I think flew over a lot of people's head is technically we are still going to be getting more units for the up-and-coming Heroes banner as long as we get the same format that they've done the past couple years. So you can see right here, I do have the previous Heroes banner pulled up. We got 5 new units in total. There are some featured units down here, but these guys aren't new units. The new units were these 5 up here. And then the year before this, we got the same thing. So basically the format is 3 new SSRs that can awaken into TURs, and then the 2 other units are just straight up SSRs that will get their awakening the next year. So you can see they did it for the previous Heroes celebration. They did it the year before that as well. And then before that, technically they did 6 units, but because they're starting this trend of only 5 new units, I feel like this is probably what they're going to do this year as well. So we're going to stick to this format in this video, but technically there is a chance that we get 6 units instead of 5. And I think we got like 7 at a couple points. Yeah, right here we got 7 units, I think. And then the first year for Heroes, we got 7, but this doesn't really count because this is the first year. So this is when they were really, setting things up. But anyway, like I said, 5 new units is what we should expect. And during the announcement that they made, we only got the reveal for 2 of the URs, or 2 of the SSRs that awaken into TURs. And like I said, there's 2 of these typically, but then there's also the 3 other units. So this means we could expect to get another SSR that would then awaken into a TUR, and then obviously we would get the 2 just straight up SSRs, which I think most of the community can agree would be good, because I've been seeing a lot of talk about other units that, we'd want. A lot of the Super Saiyan Blue units that we wanted for this up-and-coming Heroes banner. Obviously, we didn't get a reveal for any of those during this announcement, so some people might be a little disappointed, but keep in mind, there's still potential for a lot of other units to come for this up-and-coming banner. So that's exactly what we're going to be talking about. What units could we see? So I guess just to get right into it, first off, we have the Universal Super Saiyan Blue Goku. I think this guy could be really good for the game, because we haven't had a Super Saiyan Blue Goku in a minute. I mean, I guess I could just pull up the Gokus really quick. Yeah, Goku, I mean, we've been getting a lot of base Gokus, but not a lot of Super Saiyan Blue Gokus. So that's definitely been interesting. I mean, we had the Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta for the Worldwide Download Celebration, but other than that, it's been pretty rough. I mean, what? The Dokkan Fest Resurrection F Blue Boys, I guess that's the closest we have. And then other than that, yeah, I mean, it's just been easy A's for Super Saiyan Blue Gokus, but no new releases necessarily. So this guy is the latest Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and he released, obviously, 2020, so he's about a year old at this point. Now, technically, this wouldn't just be called the Super Saiyan Blue Goku. It would be a Universal Super Saiyan Blue Goku, or whatever Dokkan would want to call it. So he would be able to link well with these other Super Saiyan Blue units, because he would still have the Super Saiyan Blue link set. Maybe like Warrior Gods, I guess Saiyan Warrior Race, maybe Saiyan Lineage. I don't know. Let's see what this guy's link set is. Well, yeah, I mean, he's got some of the Resurrection F links, like Super God Combat, Resurrection F. I mean, he might have Super God Combat. Honestly, make the Universal Super Saiyan Blue Goku an amazing slot 1 option. And then this as a rotation wouldn't be horrible, having the Blue Boys next to Universal Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Because these guys are definitely weak, and they should have been a lot better. But, I mean, you throw them in slot 2, they get all their stats on Super, they're not going to be horrible. So, maybe this is a little resurgence of these guys, but I don't know. I think it's going to take a little bit more than just this guy releasing to make them good. But anyway, what I'm trying to get at, this guy could be very good for the game, because we haven't really had a Super Saiyan Blue Goku in a long time. And then the next option that I think a lot of people really want to see is the Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Gogeta. Now, I don't really know for sure if this is Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. It's kind of implied that it is. I think it's a mix of like Ultra Instinct and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, but whatever. Anyway, this guy would still be very hyped for the game. Speaking of characters we haven't had in a while, Gogeta is really the same. I guess we could actually pull it up really quick. We have not had a Gogeta in a hot minute, which is interesting because everybody's talking about Vegito and how we don't get much representation of him, but it's really the same with this guy right here. I mean, yeah, we had the Easy A for the 5th year Gogeta. Damn, and then that's it. That's crazy, man. Yeah, we need a new Gogeta. That's crazy, because we're getting a new Vegito, obviously, with the Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker Vegito, but no new Gogeta in a long-ass time. What was the last Gogeta we got? Was it this guy? And when did this guy release? He was 2021, right? Yeah, late 2021. So, I don't know, man. I think a new Gogeta is definitely possible. He would be good for these Super Saiyan Blue teams as well, because I guess he's technically Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. I don't really know what his name is technically, so I don't know how that would work, but I would assume he wouldn't just be a Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. So he'd be able to link with a lot of these other, Gogeta units, the Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta units, and then potentially just throwing this out there, maybe for Anniversary, if they want to give us like a Broly theme, maybe part 1 we can get like a new LR Family Kamehameha. We could also get, you know, an LRZ Broly. And then part 2, get that Dragon Ball Super Broly LR, and then a standalone Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. And then this guy next to him could be very, very good. So this guy just releasing would be good because we don't get that many Gogetas, and he's good for a lot of different categories. But I do have to specify a couple things, because mainly what I'm going to be doing is just talk about how these releases, or these units that I'm going to be talking about, could be good for the game. They're only really good for the game if they're not heavily restricted to the heroes category. Because, you know, this guy, if he has, I don't know, like 50% damage reduction when he's on a heroes team, but without it, his stats just kind of suck, there's no use for him on any other team other than heroes. So then if we do end up getting a Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta for Anniversary, I mean, he'll link well with him, but without, you know, those capabilities that he gets when he's on a heroes team, he's just going to be kind of a lackluster unit. So they have to make all of these units at least somewhat decent on their own teams. But if they really want to make them like insane on the heroes team, I guess I'm fine with that, but at least make them decent on their own without, you know, them being surrounded by a complete heroes team. But anyway, I think this Gogeta could definitely be very good. And like I said, the Gogeta representation has been very dry, which is weird because, you know, these gacha games, they like to spam fusions, but I don't know, man. I guess Dokkan has been trying to go in a different direction. But anyway, after Gogeta, we do have a Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Most of what I said about the previous Gogeta applies to this guy. We haven't had a Gogeta in a while, so it would be very good to get him. And also, very soon on Global, we have a certain LR Super Saiyan 4 unit that is very, very good, and this guy would link very well with him. And there's another unit that's going to be featured on this banner that is going to link very well with him as well. So, I'm just saying, if, you know, there is a Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and then this guy's on the banner as well, maybe doing a couple multis on this banner wouldn't be that bad, because think about it. If you pull this guy, and let's just say, again, in the perfect world, they're not restricted to a heroes team, and they're very good. You pull Vegito, and you pull Gogeta. They're both Super Saiyan 4 units. They're both on grade 8 power, probably going to be on Final Trump card, and a lot of the same teams as the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And you run them all on the same team, dude, you're going to cook. And we're going to get the Easy A for the Super Saiyan 4 Vegito as well during this celebration. So the Super Saiyan 4 team could be very crazy, and this guy would play a big part in that, as long as, again, he's not restricted to the heroes team. But he could be a very good addition. It makes sense he'd be on the banner as well, because we've got the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, so then only makes sense you'd throw on the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta on there as well. And then after him, we do have the Grand Priest Goku. I've been thinking we're going to get this guy for years now on these heroes banner, but every heroes banner, they just don't throw him on there. They could throw him on there. Maybe they don't want to. I don't really know what their plan is with this guy, because I feel like his release is kind of overdue at this point. But let's just say he is featured on the banner and he is one of the new units. He could be very good because, of course, Tournament of Power starting to have a little bit of a comeback. And what it really needs is this big celebration with, you know, maybe a new LR UI Goku, a new LR Jiren or something like that. But then if we do get a new LR UI Goku, this guy could work very well with him. And then also, we'd get an Easy A for the 6-year anniversary Goku. Get an Easy A for the STR LR UI Goku. So all these UI Gokus are going to become meta again. So then having a really good Heroes UI Goku would be pretty good, especially if he's like UI Goku signed Grand Priest. So then he links with all the UI Gokus. But anyway, I think this guy could be very good for the game. He's on a lot of weak teams. He'd be on, you know, Realm of Guides. He'd probably be on maybe Powerful Comeback, stuff like that. And one thing I think they could do, I don't actually have this pulled up, I'm just thinking this on the fly, but they could maybe give him like a standby to where he goes Super Saiyan, because I know he goes Super Saiyan in the anime, or the Heroes anime, and then, you know, he goes back into Ultra Instinct, but he goes Super Saiyan for a little moment. So maybe if they want to make him a standby unit, it would be the first Heroes standby unit we have. I think that could be pretty cool. But Grand Priest Goku could be very good to the game. Honestly, all these units could be very good for the game. That's why Heroes is such a really important celebration, in my opinion, because these aren't your average units that you see in Dokkan. Literally, these are what-if units, really. So having them be good and not restricted to the Heroes team would be very important for the game. But then next up, this is the final one that I'm going to be talking about. I don't even know their names. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I looked around a little and I couldn't find it, so I was like, all right, whatever, we'll just talk about them. But it would make sense for us to get them as well. You know, have a couple more extreme class options on this banner. It would be both of them in the same unit. We're just going to call this Tuffle 1, Tuffle 2. So Tuffle 1 and Tuffle 2 would be a Join Forces card. And obviously, they are Tuffle units. You can see they look like baby. So they're from Planet Tuffle. And I literally called them Tuffle 1, Tuffle 2. So they would link very well with potentially LR Baby. Maybe if we get a new Dokkan Fest baby sometime soon, which, you know what, we could probably just pull baby up really quick. What would he be on? I guess he has Fierce Battle, right? No, he doesn't. Damn, an LR that doesn't have Fierce Battle? That's crazy. All right, well, he's on GT Bosses. So he would link very well with, you know, a baby or something like that because, of course, you know, they're both Tuffle units. So maybe they would have stuff like Hatred of the Sands. Maybe they would have, I guess, Thirst for Conquest, Metamorphoses. They probably wouldn't have Big Bad Bosses. But I don't know, actually. Do they give hero units Big Bad Bosses? Did Hearts have it? Oh, Hearts did have Big Bad Bosses. Okay. So then you know who else is probably going to have Big Bad Bosses? Probably this guy right here. Dude, if they give him Big Bad Bosses, and he's like an actual good unit, you know how crazy he's going to be next to like the LR Merge Zamasu? Dude, I hope they make these units good. Like, the potential for all of these units is so high, as long as they're just not restricted to the Heroes team. Yeah, I'm super hyped for this celebration, man. Let me know in the comments what unit you're looking forward to the most. Let me know, out of all of these picks that I talked about, who you want to see the most. Me personally, I mean, a Grand Priest UI Goku, man. It's been overdue for a long time. We gotta see him, man. We gotta see him. And I really hope he has a transformation into Mastered UI or a standby into just Super Saiyan. Something like that, because I feel like that would be really hype. And like I said, we haven't had a standby for a Heroes unit yet. So, once again, that has been the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.